Hey, what's up, YouTube land? It's your boy, Eddie Hill, the White Oak, Pennsylvanian toy collector, and it's time for another Eddie Hill review. It's review time, people! And today we'll be reviewing the Transformers Generation 1 Fangray from the 1980s. This is a vintage toy from the 80s, so this is way before I was born. Yeah. Not a bad looking G1 figure. It looks amazing. It looks awesome. I think it looks great. The head I got with it is 3D printed, so it still looks pretty good on the robot. But right now I got it in his beast mode, ready to do the review on this guy, and this guy's amazing. Articulation ain't terrible. It is a G1 figure, so it's pretty basic. But now it's been a minute, let's talk about Fangray. And Fangray is a Headmaster Decepticon. He wasn't in the original Headmasters. He probably came out in the Victory or something. As you know, he's like a weird werewolf beast creature, which is still pretty cool. And here's his little Headmaster, as you can see. It's 3D printed, and the legs are not solidly good on this copy, I will admit. But still pretty cool that they put the effort into it. And here's what the head looks like. 3D printed head. But let's look at his beast mode. He looks pretty fearsome and terrifying. He's got this weird arm tail thing. He's got some weird werewolf arms and a werewolf head. But before we get down to transforming it, let's do some size comparisons with some other of my beastie Transformers. Here's Fangray next to Hunger from the Abominus torso of the Terracons, with one of the dinosaur cassette Transformers I own. I got this with a Bumblebee movie set. We got a Raptor one as well. As you can see, they're all pretty beastie style, as you can see. And with the only other figure I own from another line is his Pretender Skullgrin. Now we've done all our comparisons, let's transform Fangray, which is very simple. You're going to disconnect the gun I gave him, because he didn't have his original gun. Rotate his legs down. Flip out his head like that. Straighten them out. Split his arms to form his robot mode body. And then we're going to connect his head right in there. Let's see if we can do this on camera. Come on. Should be easy to do this on camera. The head is going to fight me a little bit. Oh, come on. And there we go. You get a readout of its Decepticon power. Oh, yeah. This Headmaster got a readout of its Decepticon power once you put the Headmaster in. I will admit a 3D printed head is difficult to put in the body. But it is an 80s toy, so it's like really old. So he doesn't stand up very well, as you can see. He just tips backwards. It's due to his limited articulation. So able to straighten his legs out a bit more, he'd probably stand a little bit better. And as you can see, it's due to his transformation being not as good. Yep. He's a real tough stander, so he's got to stand like that weirdly. When I put him on the shelf, he'll stand up tall. But now we're going to compare him with some other Transformers of the Beast variety. As soon as I get him transformed, Hunger, we'll do him with Hunger. And that'll be the next one. Compare him with Hunger. I gotta flip this whole arms assembly around. So here's Hunger next to Fangray, and Hunger is bigger than Fangray, as you can see. And Skullgrin. transform Skullgrin because I've transformed him so many times. I do not have his Pretender shell or his original guns. If I had him, he'd be more complete. But right now, he's just incomplete. So here's Fangray next to Skullgrin, and he is the exact same scale as Skullgrin here. With some other G1 figures. Here's not Top Spin, Twin Twist, and Top Spin from Generation 1 from the 80s. With a bootleg G1 Silverbolt. As you can see, he does not stand either. So the trick is trying to get him to stand for comparison. With Generation 1 Bombshell. With Generation 1 Kickback. So a lot of 80s comparisons I have. With, of course, Minibot Warpath, and Fangray's bigger than Warpath. With Generation 1 Gears, because it's precious. G1-y precious. With Long Haul from the Constructicons. With, you guessed it, Mixmaster. With Bone Crusher. As you can see, he's small. He's bigger than Bone Crusher. And, of course, G1 Scrapper. Because he's Scrapper. Next, we got G1 Shrapnel. As you can see, he's smaller. He's bigger than Shrapnel. And just because we got Astro Train, I think he'll be in the same size scale with, Fangray. Yep, they're in the exact same size scale as one another, so definitely a good comparison if I do say so myself. And just because it's G1 Shockwave, because he's smaller than even Shockwave. Which is why I did that comparison. He's smaller than Shockwave. And Shockwave towers over all. Is this a bad-looking figure? No, it's still pretty good, even though he doesn't stand up very well for an 80s figure. He looks amazing. He looks incredible. He looks great. I definitely look forward to adding this guy to the shelf. The headmaster looks great. The body looks great. And the gimmick still works, that's still pretty cool. But now we're going to do a huge, how many G1 Transformers do I own before I end this video? This video might be a bit long in the process, though. We're going to put the big ones in the back, small ones up front. Here is... all the big ones are going in the back so you can see what they look like in the back. We're going to get bootleg Silverbolt stand-in. There we go. That's 4. Here's 5. And Silverbolt, you really fell down on the job, didn't you, Aerial Bot? You're supposed to stand up and not fall down on the job. Optimus Prime would be ashamed of you, Silverbolt. So that's 6, 7. Skullgrin makes 8. You know what I mean? The Constructicons always make a larger number. So here's 10 with the Constructicons, first 2. And the next 2. I'm this close to having a complete G1 Constructicon team. As you can see, they will get bigger between figures. With the other 2 Constructicons, that makes 12. And the Insecticons, 2 of the Insecticons make 14. The other Insecticon makes 13. 15, and 17. 15, 16 Transformers Generation 1 action figures I own as of 2025. And this is one awesome line of figures. It took me a long time to collect this many, and there's still a lot more to collect with the Transformers 1980s. It's a Generation 1 Fangray, worth adding to your 1980s Transformers collection. I'd say yes, he's worth the money. I paid $5 for mine, and about $12 for the head, so in total, I paid about... Add 4 to 12, that makes 13, 14, 15, 16, $17 we paid for a nearly complete Generation 1 Fangray. This set is worth getting. It took me a long time to get all these Generation 1 figures. They look great. They look very simple and basic, but they're still pretty cool. I look forward to adding these to my Generation 1 collection and to my shelf. And I do admit 16 Generation 1 figures is an accomplishment to collect 16 Generation 1 Transformers. But now we're done with this video. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Please make sure to like, please make sure to comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. And it's Eddie Hill, moving on and rock out YouTube land.